Dear stabbers in the night, I know about knives, especially those in the back. Walking home from a free opera house concert in 1977 in Sydney to be robbed of my gold earring, torn from my ear and my coin purse, then stabbed by 3 life thieves. The blood gushed. I had grabbed one of the knives from one. Searching for the memory, turning back the time to relive a memory I would rather leave behind to be haunted by butcher knives ever since. You ran and disappeared into an unfound criminal history, leaving me with a lifelong sense of harm, of intrusion, of scars, of a dislike for young men in groups over 2. You probably forgot about the attack decades ago and are living in the suburbs with ugly kids and diseased livers, or cancer, I hope. Put the knife down! Screamed stupid of the universe. Some people can get hysterical too quickly, jump to the wrong conclusions. Fortunately, the ambulance was not too long away. Stupidity deplores a vacuum and sucks in others to tear into your innocence. I was a show, a night spectacle. A young man dripping in blood, then collapsing, then slowly over many weeks growing a giant blood clot. The hospital was archaic and the doctors insensitive, but still a specimen for training medical students who dug for a deep artery in the forearm. Verbal abuse from an arrogant doctor, watching adolescents die from cancer, having no one to care for my bed sitter, and eventually a visit from my mad mother towing a new husband. The 1970s was not a time of love-ins and peace marches. It was like any other. Dangerously unlucky, with attacks, rapes, suicides, homelessness and murder. People like to romanticise the past by forgetting the nasty bits. I was stabbed. Well, there you go. Stuff happens. The long scar on my back says something else. To me it says, I do not matter. This is not a good, reasonable world, and I doubt the cosmos is any better. It is a bad design job. A second-rate, random, generic reality where people are put into gas ovens, children are sold into slavery, and religions declare wars on anything that moves. My fragile well-being shattered like old windows, a victim of a poverty war. And the bleeding follows to form a suffocation from a huge blood clot in my left lung. But I am not dead. I did not ask for this to happen to me. Did I advertise my victimhood status and walk in my clothes and my hair? For so long, everywhere I go, everything I see, everything I do, you 3 are there. My sense of safety is broken and I feel violated, even stupid and ugly. I experience nightmares and flashbacks and difficulty sleeping. Decades later, I am hypervigilant and have memory outages and have angry outbursts. I squirm when I see violence in films and documentaries. I withdraw from potentially dangerous young men. Often my functioning to eat, sleep or think is jammed. Tell me to forgive so I can spit in your face. Dramatic impacts change people's lives. It cleaves normalcy into shards, sharp edges to wound. Mine was just starting in a new world, albeit a troubled world. But you 3 brought me back into my past world, a horrible world in Crazy Daisy's home. My bed sitter had been broken into. I needed care. I still had over 40 stitches to be removed. Sadness had rooted in me. What I got was an old doctor of madness. I repainted and redecorated to remove the past I could not. A new life, the stupid will say, nothing of the sort. I was young and should have been into a career, not fixing up a hated house for an ungrateful mad parent. This is my stabbers in the night, hateful legacy. Someone said you are so strong, crazy Daisy. Needed others to prompt her to say positive things to me because the schizophrenic in her was dealing with the secret police who were watching her. There were worms eating through the back of her brain. I really hope so. I had no clue how to handle this. She had psychotic detours and they were dangerous for me. Her actions often influenced others, with me as the target. I did not turn to people for soothing and understanding. I was a loner. After a while, I would attempt suicide. But I failed in that and have endured with anger ever since. The mistake you three made was to have not killed me. It would have saved so much trouble. Never send boys out to do a man's job. My name is Robert. What was yours? Thank you for listening.